Okay, this is Mystery Case Files Dire Grove. This game is super old, and we're gonna play it anyway. Welcome to April's Gaming. Let's get into this. So this is the Collector's Edition, and this is the best game in the Mystery Case Files series. Now, it's been a while since I've played this game. I generally like to play it yearly, around about in between Halloween and Christmas at some point, and I'm recording this on a very old laptop, 2012 MacBook Pro, because that is the laptop that still will play this game. So if the sound sounds weird, it's because I am recording everything with the microphone as you hear it. I'm not recording with OBS because OBS does not work on a laptop this old. Okay, so let's get into this. Here is our detective's journal. With the events surrounding the Ravenhurst mystery at my back, I once again head east to agency headquarters. I empathize with the victims of that tragic place and find great relief in my own departure. I do wonder if that's the last we'll hear of that story, however. As usual, my comfort appears to be short-lived. What should have been a leisurely drive has instead placed me within the path of an unusually turbulent ice storm. I emphasize unusual, as I cannot recall such a violent blizzard occurring in late fall. A dense flurry, maybe, but nothing to the present degree. Driving has become unsafe. Wipers fail to shovel the relentless snow from my vision, and I've been forced into a rural access road just a brief distance from the main entryway. Warning lights flash some distance ahead of me as a snow-covered sign announces my arrival upon the frozen hamlet of Dire Grove. So here we are, Dire Grove. I won't be going anywhere in this terrible storm. An icy sign announces my arrival in the seasonal and ominously titled hamlet of Dire Grove. Let's take a walk up here. So right away we see that there are things that we can look at. There's a little sparkly here. The trunk lock prevents further inspection. Let's go inside the car. Okay, clearly we need some kind of a code here. Help. If you find this note, please help us. The legend is real. She is real. Whatever you do, don't. Okay, and our journal opened. What did the journal say? I have approached the ice-encrusted automobile whose warning lights beckoned my attention after pulling over to wait out the storm. A camcorder and warning note are my only reception upon investigating the interior of the derelict rental vehicle. Signs of struggle and a hastily scribbled message raised the hair on my arms. She is real. I have no idea what this means, but given the severity of the storm, the owners of this vehicle must be in grave danger to have abandoned the car in such a hurried manner. I will make an effort to locate the missing parties by exploring my surroundings, but first I should seek cover from the assaulting winds. Okay, so looks like we have a video camera. Okay, the camera is broken beyond repair, but the crime computer should help view its recordings. Okay, there's our first clue as to what's going on here. It looks like we have a bunch more videos to find. We'll look for those. Let's see. Okay, so that repeats the weather message that there's a storm. So I see that this M6 is carved in here, and the last 4 digits of the license plate are M6. So the other part of that code is probably JXH2. Put that in here, JXH2. And there's the keys to the car. In our inventory, morphing objects in this game. So you probably didn't see it there, but this object, before I clicked on it, was changing from one item to another. And the next time I see one of those, I'll point them out. Okay, so this is a hidden object game. So every once in a while you run across these scenes and it gives you a list of items within that picture that you need to find. So I'm just going to go through and find these items and then we will continue. So let's just find these. And the bracelet. There we go. Great work, detective. You've successfully located all of the hidden clues. Perhaps this item you found will come in handy. I have no doubt that it will come in handy. Let's carry on. I just love the atmosphere of this game. Listen to the wind. It's just amazing. If I'm here for an extended stay, I could always chop this wood for fire. Okay, here we are. Here's another tape. Videotape right here. Videotape found. Find all the missing tapes and view their contents on the crime computer. Let's view this one right now. Okay, so if you look right here, you'll see that this is changing from one face to another face. This is a morphing object right here. So I'll click on that. We found 2 of 50. And there's an item here for us to look at. The mercury confirms my suspicion that it is indeed freezing. Okay. Let's go inside. An ornate sign above the entry denotes the structure as an inn. A journal opened. Much like the abandoned vehicle's door, the front entrance of a seasonal bed and breakfast swings violently as tracks in the snow confirm that I am not alone in this place. Although providing relief from the wind, the dark, unfamiliar interior of the hotel is freezing. I would turn on a light, but I have a feeling the visitors whose footprints I'm following probably would have tried that already. A clock with obviously faulty batteries spins above the reception desk, and the door to the manager's office is tightly secured. I should attempt entrance via another means, as there may be a working telephone within. A report to the authorities regarding the deserted vehicle is probably in order, and truth be told, hearing a friendly voice would put me at ease. So here's the locked manager's office. Let's look around for a second before we do this is what a hidden object scene looks like. Here's the clock that it was talking about. Definitely wonky. Over here, there's something to click on. Celtic history comes to life when you visit the historic ruins at Dyer Grove. Pamphlet. Take a step back in time. The Dyer Grove Ruins site is one of the most outstanding monuments in the British Isles and is a World Historical Heritage location. Okay, Dyer Grove Hotel, that's where we are now, where personal service always makes your stay enjoyable. Welcome home. Away from home and invite you to join our family. The township of Dyer Grove is located 3.2 miles northwest of Bickerton, North Yorkshire. A seasonal community, the region's population in warmer months approaches several hundreds, while becoming almost vacant during mid-fall to early spring. So we know from this that where we are right now is vacated, because we're definitely in that window of fall to early spring. Let's see, what else? Anything? Nope. Okay, let's do the hidden object scene as quickly as we can. Sometimes in these games there's morphing objects within the hidden object scenes, so you kind of gotta be looking around and watching for anything that's moving or is, shifting. Coins, ornament, camera. The lobby has been turned into a campsite. Dig uncovers relic, portal key. Yorkshire archaeologists in Britain have discovered an ancient engraved object believed to be of the Iron Era nearly 2,000 years ago, a media report said today. The round item found near the banks of the Walton River near a Celtic ruins site has been put on display at the Living History Museum in the township of Dyer Grove, newspaper reported, quoting museum officials. The metalwork depicts 4 figures dancing and holding ancient instruments. It escaped previous excavations in Dyer Grove, one of the oldest Celtic archaeological sites in Britain. The figures appear to represent a blacksmith, farmer, hunter, and fisherman. Archaeologist Patricia Anderson, who excavated a number of sites, told Yorkshire Post this morning. She said the artwork likely represents a ritual performed during the fall harvest, a time when the Celtic people gathered to celebrate the new year and give thanks for the plentiful bounty. And then it says proof of the legend. Okay. And our Journal opened. We'll read that in a second. A laptop running low on batteries is displaying strange images. Okay. Now, here we have a morphing object. The picture is changing, so we'll click on that. 3 of 50. I can feel a draft coming down the flute of the empty fireplace. Okay, nothing up here. All right, let's read the journal. The hotel's lobby has been turned into a makeshift campsite with evidence suggesting the owner of the abandoned car may have slept here, seeking shelter from the storm. Camping and travel supplies encircle a cold, empty hearth, while the visitor's whereabouts remain a mystery. I would certainly welcome a comforting fire should I spend additional time amid the elements in my current attire. I'm not exactly dressed for blizzard conditions. Perhaps the only pertinent clue, a news clipping detailing the discovery of an ancient artifact, is included here for reference. The article is recent, and I find it intriguing that the artifact was unearthed not far from my present location. Judging from the margin notes, the visitor who arrived before me must have traveled here with interest in the relic. Alright, let's do the hidden object scene. Runes. Gnome rose. Here's the rose right in front of me. Okay, a gnome. Here's the gnome. And these are the runes. We got a hammer. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to learn in here right now. Let's go over this way. Mysteries of the Ancient Celts, an old library book about the Celtic peoples. And morphing object right here. Half-eaten bag of chips is spilling onto the floor. Off-season to-do list. Water via main out by the garage. Electrically turned off for season. Use generator around back if you need power. Door opener hidden under ornament and back. Lock all doors. Okay. Alright. Let's go upstairs. Morphing object right here. Click on that. And do the hidden object scene. Okay, there we go. Got a snow shovel. Alright, so we can go this way, we can go this way. Let's start here. Journal opened. Let's look around for a second. That's lovely. The beauty of the snow is eclipsed by the eeriness of the hotel. Morphing object here. The floor above the manager's office has experienced a good deal of water damage. So clearly we need to do something here, because there's cracks on the floor. Can we hammer it? No. So probably have to come back to this. Let's go this way. Long hallway. Alright, so I generally look for morphing objects first when I click into a location. Here's one here. That vase. Looks like everything's okay. So we have a videotape. Let's watch that on the crime computer.
We just took off on our way to get her room. Don't tell Susan I borrowed the camera. This is tricky. So which wagon's ours? The guy said number 6. There it is. Well, number up.
Okay. Go in this room. Morphing object here. Oh. I've managed to spill the cider all over the floor. Okay, just the hidden object scene here. Oh, I forgot to read the journal. Let's read the journal. The hotel is freezing. It's almost as if the weather outside is trying to force its way in. The centuries-old structure creaks and moans like an old man rising uncomfortably from his easy chair. How much of the chatter is due to normal setting versus the offensive nature of the weather is debatable. I need to locate a telephone to let the authorities know myself and others are trapped within the storm. The manager's office near the front desk would be a good place to check, but the door is locked. The bathroom I'm standing on is positioned directly above the office, and the floor is already in dire straits. I suppose I could hasten the disrepair with a few good whacks. As I've stated before, sometimes you need to do a little damage if you want to solve a mystery. So clearly we are meant to break through the floor. Okay. Found a mattress. Interesting. Alright. Nothing else to see in here, it looks like. I'll go back out to the hallway. this door. The door to the room is locked. We did get a room key. Okay, looking around for a morphing object first. Here it is, this lamp. It's very subtle, but it is changing. 9 of 50. Okay, let's see. Alright, this is a puzzle we need to solve. And this puzzle is going to take me a very long time to solve. So you can see the point of this puzzle is to light up all of these lights using these shapes that do not move, or, you know, they're static shapes. Okay. Alright, and then this one. Okay, so that unlocks the nothing but old clothing and some kind of equipment manual. Looks like generator instructions. I successfully unlocked the first bedroom on the right in the upstairs hallway after locating the key amid the exceptionally cluttered front desk. The bedrooms in the hotel appear to be embellished according to theme, my current location being decked in a decidedly nautical attire. An ornate chest near the end of the bed caught my eye with its elaborate top. Ever the puzzle solver, I quickly discerned a solution to the complication and was ill-rewarded with an old instruction manual among a stack of musty linens. Okay. I'll have to be on the lookout for something that looks like that. Okay. Here's another tape. Let's watch the tape.
The Celtic legend of Dyer Grove has been passed down for centuries from generation to generation. Considered by most a fairy tale, it was told by campfires or as a bedtime story. Again and again it was told until, like most ancient accounts, it bore less resemblance to any factual occurrence and slowly became a superstition. And that is how it remains for over 2,000 years until today. However absurd it may sound, it is my contention that an artifact unearthed 2 days ago in the United Kingdom is evidence that the legend of Dyer Grove is in fact very real. Judging by today's turnout, I will assume I am the only one who understands this to be true.
Okay, a little bit of backstory there. What else? The decorative oars above the bed are tightly secured. We don't have anything in our inventory yet that will unsecure them. The outlet should deliver electricity, provided there is power to the hotel. Okay. Let's carry on. Just watching for morphing objects. So I think something in this hallway shifts. That vase was shifting. Here's morphing here. Quite lovely, but the water fails to hide the fact that they're plastic. Let's get back to that after we solve the mystery. What's on the bookshelf? A rare first edition. There once was a young lady from Huntsville, Huntsville is the name of the very first Mystery Case Files game. The township of Dyer Grove. The tiny hamlet of Dyer Grove, located in North Yorkshire, holds the unique distinction of being positioned atop the oldest known Celtic establishment within the British Isles. The settlement of, however that's pronounced, circa 600 BC to 50 AD was an agrarian, clan-based community that migrated north from Gaul during the Iron Age. The Celtic ruins at Dyer Grove, along with its living history museum, make the township a worthwhile destination for those interested in learning more about Britain's Celtic heritage. The Celts lived in arched timber huts comprised of wicker walls and thatched roofs. Lands were held communally, and wealth was based on the size of the cattle herds. Much nonsense has been made of Druids possessing magical abilities, though they were an important part of society. These members of the priestly and learned class combine the duties of educator and judge in addition to upholding tradition through verbal accounts. Little contemporary evidence about Druids exist. Okay. Anything else? Banshee. Legend speaks that the origin of the Banshee coincides with the disappearance of a young Celtic woman during a festival marking the end of the harvest season. Samhain in English is derived from the Old Irish, however you pronounce those, both referring to the eve of November 1st, when the boundary between the living and the dead was considered thin. Ancient lore describes 4 ghastly spirits stealing the woman from her bed and taking her to the land of the dead, never to be seen again. Although none have laid eyes upon her, the Banshee's voice is believed to be an omen of death to all who hear her mournful song. Unknown to most, our present holiday of All Hallows Eve, or Halloween, is a traditional conjointment to the tale of the grieving Banshee. The donning of masks is thought to confuse the evil spirits who wish to abduct the living souls and keep them in the frozen land of the dead. Anything else? No. Oh, what's this? A torn piece of paper has been slipped inside the frame. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Doesn't look like there's anything else in this room. The door to this room is locked, but we don't have the key anymore. We used it on the other room. So let's go back and see what else we can find out. There's nothing else we can do up here. Sometimes when you revisit locations, new things will unlock, new tasks for you to perform. And so far there's nothing here. We have another hidden object scene. Does not seem to like this for the cat, but it's clearly a cat. Oh wait, that doesn't say cat, that says car. Okay. Car. Got nails. This is still locked. Nothing to do here. I guess we'll go outside. And there's a morphing object here that I forgot about. This chimney. We'll click on that. Let's just take a walk back down here, because I think there's also a morphing object on this screen. Maybe not. thought there was. There is one here, though. You can barely see it. This road sign is changing shapes. I'll click on that. Okay. The sign is changing from warning to caution. This low-hanging beam might provide a means for crossing the gap. A covered bridge appears to be my only means of access to the tiny village of Dyer Grove. Unfortunately, the oppressive weight of the ice and snow has caused the roof to cave in, and large support beams have created a sizable gash in the floorboards. Maybe I can toss something to loop over that huge beam to get me across. A wide center beam feels stable. Maybe I could attach something and swing across, because climbing through the debris is too precarious and the river is not an option. While starting to freeze on the banks, the waves still rage beneath me, and I have no intention of learning how brutally cold that water must surely be. Okay, nothing we can do here yet. Do I have rope? I don't have rope. Okay, so we'll go back. We'll go this way. The remaining rungs of an old treehouse are too high to reach. A bit of paper is caught some distance above me. Aha. Now, the porcelain lawn ornament lies half buried in snow. I do happen to remember that this is one of the sort of hidden things that you can do. Take the hammer, break off the head of the rabbit. Okay, and then down here. Okay. We got a garage door opener, which doesn't work here. But this looks like the generator that we found the blueprints to here. Insert spark plug into plug housing. We don't have a spark plug. The yellow cable looks like it should connect to a missing spark plug. Yes, it should. Which we don't have yet, so we will need to come back to this. We'll keep going. Okay, this tire is morphing. An old junker sits lifeless on the frozen ground. Several panes of glass have been broken over the years. The heavy garage door is tightly secured, but we happen to have a garage door opener. Okay, hidden object seen, but let's look for morphing here. This sign is changing. Click on that. This is sparkling. An old valve wheel hangs from the rafters high above my head. There we go. Main valve. Okay. I love the music in this game. scissors, hammer, sunglasses, and a funnel. Sledgehammer. I bet that sledgehammer will break through that bathroom floor. The toolbox is secured with a small lock. Okay, we'll need the key for that. Let's keep going. A heavy metal lid sits atop the water main. Okay. Another tape.
So, where to first? The road was found by a bed and breakfast, but is closed for the season. So we're gonna go camping. Can somebody find it on the map?
Sure. So how long are we gonna be roughing it?
1 or 2 days. The forecast said it's in the 50s, so it shouldn't be that bad. Hey Al, tell your fans a little bit about what you're doing. We are gonna go look at some ruins, and then I'm gonna talk to the museum director about the relic that was found at Dyer Grove.
Here it is. Dyer Grove. Nothing too ominous about that, eh, Governor?
A deep hole was recently dug near the path. Now, you would think that a shovel would work here, but we already used our shovel. And it doesn't really want us to use anything else. Someone has constructed a cairn along the snowy path. Quick glimpses of movement behind this log distracts my attention from the boathouse ahead. The antlers are morphing. The boathouse is secured with a sturdy padlock, so we can't get in there yet. A weather vane shaped like a jack-o'-lantern squeaks high above my head. An ice fishing shanty sits alone at the center of the lake. Okay, let's go back inside and see if there's anything new to do. Like go up to that bathroom. Not that. Go up here, in here, and sledgehammer. I can see the office, but I've got to get this water shut off before I flood the place. Alright. So, we don't have anything to open the water main yet, though. Let's see if there's any more hidden object scenes to do that might give us something that we need. Not yet. In here, no. Oh, missed something right here. Strayer University, Allison Sterling. That is the college student we've seen in all of the videos. New hidden object scene. Here we go. The good part about doing some scenes repeatedly is that you remember where certain items are, so that when you go back in later, it doesn't give you the same list again. but some things will be duplicated. Toy shovel and an umbrella. You would think an umbrella would be obvious. There's the toy shovel. How am I not seeing this umbrella? There is a hint down here if we need it. I generally don't like to use the hints for hidden object scenes unless I'm just like fed up with looking. There it is. Crowbar. Let's take that crowbar outside to this water main lid. I have no way to turn the valve. We have a valve. If I jump that far, I'll likely break my leg. At least give me something soft to land on. Ha. Alright, let's see. There's something behind the painting, but it won't budge. Maybe I could pry it off. Well, we're gonna need a code for that. This clock in here is doing the same wonkiness that the clock out in the entryway was doing. Let's read the journal. If I wasn't so concerned about getting access to an operable telephone in the manager's office, I never would have taken such extreme measures to get inside. Besides, the bathroom floor needed to be replaced anyway. Unfortunately, after all my effort, the phone lines appear to be disabled, no doubt due to the harsh weather conditions. In addition, the hotel's power remains out, and while not typically afraid of the dark, there is no way I'm exploring that basement without getting some light on in this place. Alright. Am I not seeing an obvious glass bottle? Okay, another key. I'll break my neck going downstairs without any light in the hotel. Alright, let's go out here. See if this key opens up the other bedroom. It does not. What else needed a key? What else needed a key? Okay. Don't think there's anything that's morphing or changing shape in here. I need a way to propel the boat forward through the frozen water. Okay. When you click too many times, it kind of freezes you for a few seconds. When you click incorrectly a few times, I should say. So you can't just like willy-nilly click all around trying to find all the things because it'll freeze the screen for a few seconds. This is a tough one. Where are the boxes? I don't see the boxes. Here they are. We found an old plank. That's wonderful. Okay, there's nothing else we can do here. Nothing here. A long-forgotten pair of shoes dangles from the snowy branches. All this climbing and still out of reach. There must be a way. Probably can't hammer the branch. Found a phone charger. That is what phone chargers used to look like in the early days of cell phones. We still have not found... Let's see. No. Oh, hidden object scene. Why am I down to just the umbrella again? Like, umbrellas don't seem like they should be this difficult to find. Just saying. We got a saw. I bet the saw will break that branch. Let's plug in this phone charger even though we have not turned on the electricity yet. Without electricity to the hotel, I won't be charging anything. That is true. Let's go back outside to the branch. Go up here. Okay. I think this torn piece of paper goes in this back bedroom. Not this one. This one. With this torn piece of paper. 4799. What does the journal say? A torn scrap of paper caught among the branches of a tree outside the hotel was challenging to acquire. I remembered spotting a similarly ripped piece of paper in the library, and sure enough, it's a perfect fit. Unfortunately, the 4 numbers scrawled on the note mean very little to me, but I've enclosed it here nonetheless. I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Maybe it's just how uneasy I feel about being stranded here under such conditions, but I definitely sense some kind of presence amid the snow blown about by the accosting winds. If there is anyone who's become accustomed to such phenomena, it's me. Okay, 4799. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Trying to go through these hidden object scenes quickly. I know it probably seems like I'm not. At least I didn't find that umbrella last. Here's the alarm clock. Really? How am I not seeing them? I'm gonna have to use a hint, which I don't like doing. I really don't like doing. But I don't want you to suffer through this. Oh, they're both in the same spot. Goodness. Okay, we got a lighter. Not entirely sure. What's next? You kind of have to wander around the map and look for hidden object spots when you're not sure what you're supposed to do next. Because that usually means that there's a hidden object spot that will give you an item that will sort of lead you in the direction of where you need to be. Earn starfish. Okay. An urn. That doesn't actually help me. What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? Okay. I mean, I know that we can't light this fireplace yet because there's no wood in it. Let's go back down this way. We need to chop this wood, and we don't have anything to chop it with. No. We still can't get across here. I am missing something. What is it? We need the oars from above the nautical bedroom bed to get in the boat. We need a key to get into this box. We need an axe or something to chop this wood. We need a rope to string across here. Let's see. We need firewood to put in the stove. We need something to cut these oars down with. Nothing we can do there. We need electricity and something to put in this thing. We don't know yet what 4799 unlocks. And this is still locked and we don't have a key to it. Let's go back down into the office. Wait. 4, 7, 9. That's not a 9. 9. That's what the 4799 was. Okay. This little key should unlock this. Yes. And those clippers should... No. Nope. Stop clicking on that. I always go in the wrong room. Yes. Now we're making progress. Because now we can go back over to the boathouse. Get in the boat. And go over to the ice shanty. Let's just make sure there's no morphing objects on here. We found the first missing student. I've located one of the missing parties whose vehicle I encountered upon arrival in Dyer Grove. He's frozen solid, yet appears somehow still alive, as if petrified within some kind of hypnotic state. He is unresponsive, and the frozen water surrounding his feet prevents me from dragging him to safety. The young man's frozen hands are caked with dirt and clutching a strange disc-shaped artifact, with a hole in the center encircled with an unusual symbol. The storm is getting worse, and I've got to find help. I will continue my investigation and try to find his companions. A young man sits, somehow still alive, within... Wait, what did that say? Within the fishing shack. Okay, so here's another puzzle. And I know how to solve this one. It's just going to take me a minute. Let's see. This does go here. This does go here. This does go here. This does go here. But this does not go here. This goes... That doesn't go there. That goes there. Purple goes here. That goes there. Alright. The blue goes here. Okay, so what is not right here? Something's not right. This is right, this is right, this is right. This doesn't look right. Think, 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 think. Okay, solve that. A carving of a confined young woman lies at the center of the relic.
I am the fisherman. I am the fisherman. I am the fisherman. I am the fisherman.
The young man occasionally wakes and speaks nonsense. That was interesting. Okay. So we got a fisherman's relic. And I think, having found the first student, this is probably a good place to stop for today. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.